Welcome to episode 5 of the Wealth Effect, Social Security Optimization for Women. I'm Rick Roach, your host, and I'm the Director of Client Engagement at Wealth Effects LLC, a Boston area registered investment advisory firm. In this episode, we're going to talk about survivor benefits, both for spouse or ex-spouse. So, because women on average live 3 years longer than men, at some point in your life, you might become eligible for a survivor benefit. If that benefit is higher than the benefit you receive on your own work or earnings record, you may want to claim that benefit either for your husband who's deceased and or an ex-spouse. And in the event that it's a higher benefit, even though that may be a long time off, you need to understand how survivor benefits work now, today, so you and your spouse can make proper decisions to the extent that you can influence that spouse to do so. So in this episode, we will walk you through and talk you through a number of survivor scenarios. We'll use examples and illustrations to highlight how Social Security survivor benefits work. Survivor benefits really are dependent upon two factors. The first factor is when the deceased spouse originally claimed an original benefit. The second factor is when the widow actually claims that. That's called the actual benefit. When the deceased spouse claims the benefit, it's called the original benefit. Now, these two events are usually separated in time. For example, a spouse could claim Social Security at the first minimum eligible age of 62, but could live to age 80 or 90. You won't collect that benefit until the spouse passes away 20 or 30 years in the future. But the fact that a spouse claimed a benefit at 62 means that it will be lower than if it was taken at age 70, the maximum benefit age. Unfortunately, many spouses also often don't think about this when they're claiming that benefit. So we're going to use a number of illustrations here. This looks at a couple who are married, Jack and Jill. Jack's primary insurance amount is $2,400. That's what he's going to receive on a monthly basis. Now, in this illustration, Jack dies at age 70 or later. But if he claimed his benefit at age 70, Jill's original benefit would be based on the benefit at that time, or $2,976. Remember, although his primary insurance amount's $2,400, by delaying his receipt of Social Security, Jack got a boost of some 24% to that. If he claimed at age 62, Jill's original survivor benefit would have been lower. It would have only been 82.5% of her spouse's primary insurance amount, or $1,980. So you can see a very dramatic difference, a difference of almost $1,000 by the spouse delaying receipt up to age 70. So we have a little chart here. And again, there's a lot of numbers on this chart, but I'm going to try to make it easy by just pointing out a couple. So in this scenario here, Jill applies at age 60. She would only receive 71.5% of Jack's benefit if Jack claimed his benefit at age 62. If Jack had claimed at age 70, Jill would have received a higher monthly amount of $2,128. Let's jump down to the bottom of this chart and look if Jill applied at age 67, her full retirement age, and Jack, the spouse who's now deceased, he claimed at age only 62. Well, Jill's benefit would only be $1,980 a month. But look at the difference. If her deceased spouse had claimed at age 70 and Jill held off, she would receive a monthly benefit of $2,976. And this doesn't even include cost of living adjustments. You can see that over the course of a year, by both Jack, the deceased spouse, holding off to age 70, and Jill holding off to at least her full retirement age, it would be $15,120 more per year that she would be eligible for the rest of her life if both of them made optimal Social Security decisions. So spousal benefits can be claimed at age 60, but if you claim at age 60 as a survivor, there's going to be reduced benefit. Or you could actually claim at age 50 if you're disabled and assuming your spouse died before then. Again, reading along with you, if your spouse dies after 60, your survivor benefit can be claimed immediately But if you're under the full retirement age, even if you didn't work before, your full retirement age is going to be age 66 or 67. It will be reduced if you claim it before your full retirement age. And then in this scenario, you must have been married for 9 months, except in the case of an accident. We'll give you another illustration here. You could receive as a survivor the higher of your survivor benefit or your old age retirement. Old age retirement is the benefit, the primary insurance amount you would earn on your own work record, your own salary that would have been subject to FICA taxes. So in this scenario, Jack and Jill are married, they're over age 70. Jack's benefit is $2,976 per month. Again, Jack held off to age 70, so he got that bump on his benefit. Jill's spousal benefit would be half of that, $1,200. Again, half of $2,400. Their combined benefit would have been $4,176. So assuming this couple is married and Jack has not passed away yet, their household income from Social Security alone would be almost $4,200. But now Jack passes away. Jill at that time switches to her survivor benefit, which is 100% of her deceased spouse benefit, $2,900. Her $1,200 benefit that she earned on her own work record would stop. So here's a scenario where their household income is going to drop or decline from $4,176 per month as a result of Social Security down to only $2,976. This is a scenario where you really should be talking to an advisor to look to other sources of personal savings and or retirement nest egg in order to make up for that loss of household income. So divorced spouse survivor benefits are the same as survivor if the marriage had to last at least 10 years and you'd have to be currently unmarried or your remarriage took place after the age 60. Another illustration for you. Sam and Sue were married from 1970 through 1985, 15 years. Sam passes away in 1995 and Sue never remarried. But as soon as she turned 60, she'd become eligible for a reduced divorced spouse benefit. Again, if she's claiming at 60, it's before her full retirement age of 66 or 67. If she holds off, she'll get a greater monthly benefit. Now, if you think you might outlive your spouse, it's in your best interest to the extent that you can to have that spouse delay receipt of their benefit up to age 70, which is the maximum retirement benefit age. If the spouse dies before age 70, and the survivor benefit would include these DRCs, delayed retirement credits that were earned up until the time of his or her death. So in this scenario, claim your survivor benefit at your full retirement age or later. And then if your spousal benefit was higher and your spouse passed away, then claim that in lieu of your own benefit. Now, there are, frankly, more switching opportunities are available with survivor benefits than spousal. You can file restricted applications. You could start your own benefit at age 62 and switch to the survivor benefit at your full retirement age. Conversely, you could start your survivor benefit at age 60 and switch to your retirement benefit at age 70. Bottom line here is take the higher benefit last because over the course of your lifetime, you want a higher starting balance because then these COLA, the cost of living increases, will compound and add to the monthly amount you'd receive in your Social Security income. So again, some illustrations for you. In this instance, Linda's primary insurance amount, what she's entitled on her own work record, would be $1,000. But her survivor benefit is much more than double that, $2,200 per month. So Linda, in this scenario, she's going to claim her own benefit at the minimum retirement age of 62, but she's going to suffer a 30% discount to that. So she's only going to get $700 a month. But then what she would do is after the spouse passed away, she would switch to the survivor benefit at her full retirement age and get $2,200 a month instead of that $700 a month in this scenario. One other example, a different case. Dora's primary insurance amount is $2,000 a month. Her survivor benefit is $1,800. In this scenario, Dora would claim her survivor benefit at age 60, that is, she would receive a discount of that, some almost 30%. And then she would switch to her retirement benefit at age 70 because her $2,000 primary insurance amount would grow to $2,480 because by postponing, she's going to get an 8% boost per year. Now, if you're working and you're under your full retirement age and you decide to claim Social Security benefits, as this scenario shows, some or all of your survivor benefit may be withheld because there's an earnings test that we covered in prior episodes. So, summary of your survivor planning: encourage your spouse to delay that benefit. As for your own retirement benefit, consider your spouse's life expectancy. If your spouse is in poor health, you could claim an early benefit on your own work record because you'll be switching to the survivor benefit fairly soon. Again, that assumes your spouse is in poor health. If, on the other hand, your spouse is healthy and expected to live longer, maximize your own benefit by delaying your full retirement age, or ideally up to age 70, the maximum retirement benefit age, because you'll be receiving benefits possibly for decades. So again, summarizing, compare your retirement benefit to the survivor benefit. Take the higher benefit last because you want a higher base to start with so it can compound over the course of your retirement years. And if you want to maximize your survivor benefit on the next spouse, do not marry before age 60. Thanks for watching episode 5. In episode 6, you'll learn that Americans are literally dying while waiting to hear back from the Social Security Administration. Most importantly, we will explain and explore the financial advisor advantage and why so few women today consult advisors. We'll share proven advice on how to minimize taxes on your retirement income. And as an added bonus, we will offer you a no-obligation consultation and a personalized Social Security planning analysis. This is one episode you don't want to miss.